So I want you to close your eyes and think about a teen that you really care about and really love. I want you to picture them in your head. Okay, now I want you to open your eyes and read the story in front of you, thinking about that teen, reading it out loud.
When I was in about 8th grade, I had a lot of depression because one of my closest friends died.
During this time, I was also getting bullied a lot and going through a lot of stress from school.
I remember it spiraling into something really big and I couldn't take it anymore.
Depression and stress turned into suicidal thoughts until I was sent to the mental hospital.
I remember my attempts to kill myself feeling scared and helpless.
I felt like no one understood what I was going through, not my school, not my family.
My stress and depression only got worse, and I ended up having to stay at the mental hospital for 2 months.
I had hoped that going to the hospital would help my stress and depression, but it did not.
Even after leaving the hospital, I tried to kill myself, and my feelings of stress and depression was something I always felt like no one understood or cared, and it made me feel like my life was useless.
Stress and depression eventually turned into anger issues, and I still have anger issues, but when I was younger, it was really bad.
I took my anger out on everybody, snapping at them, and I always wanted to be alone.
I never wanted to be around anybody, always trapping myself in my room, and I still was doing terrible in school.
The biggest reasons for my stress and depression was from the pressure of school and the pressure of the people around me. My friend dying and people constantly making me feel like I didn't belong.
I felt like I would never fit in with other people around me.
And on top of these personal feelings I had, I didn't understand anything in school, which overwhelmed me and added to my stress.
That year was probably the most memorable year of my life. I don't even remember a lot of the people I went to school with because it was the hardest year of my life.
After reading that, how do you feel?
I feel grateful that the person that was in my mind has not had, to my knowledge, experiences like this.
A little lost. When I hear these stories, it kind of breaks my heart.
It's sad because I guess we never really know what people are going through. And like this could be the student that I was thinking of. This could be what that student's life is like.
That these are students that I assume if it's someone that's in our community, these are students that I wish that we can always reach out to, and hopefully help this person feel supported.
So this story actually is from a student that goes to the school. How do you feel about that?
That's very upsetting.
I mean, of course, sad, but also I think having the job that I have, it's not surprising because I know at least 3 students who fit exactly what's happening here.
The person that I got this story from felt like their feelings, their stress, their depression wasn't taken seriously and that people didn't care. What do you think needs to happen for stuff like that to stop?
What's difficult is no one else can tell you the gravity of a situation. No one else can tell you how you feel, to what degree you feel it. All people can do is listen.
I think that's a community issue. Everyone should have everyone deserves to have someone they can be comfortable with and communicate freely with. I feel if that's not happening, then a community is failing. That's a serious flaw in the community.
I feel like as a community that hearing stories like this, we need to be more mindful and compassionate of what people are dealing with, because when someone says that they they feel like they don't belong, they feel like they don't fit in, I think that's a problem. And I think that we need to find ways to help people feel included.
And in many of these situations, we ourselves can verbally process through a lot of these feelings and get them out so that they're not trapped within us.
I think as like students in our community, we just kind of need to find ways to sometimes step out of our comfort zone and try to put ourselves in other people's shoes. And that's just, a lot of it's just like hearing the story. And even though we may not completely understand, but letting people understand that we care about them and that we're there for them.